I have absolutely no idea like what to even say for an intro in this video. Like, this is definitely a video that I never thought that I would actually be filming. And when I thought about the possibility of having to film a video like this one day, it would make me sick to my stomach, and now I'm sitting here. Life is crazy, that's all I can say. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know the point of this right now. Honest to God, I feel so out of my comfort zone. I feel so vulnerable. I feel so insecure. Fuck. And I apologize that there's a thunderstorm outside. So you're probably hearing the thunder, and my dogs are barking at it because my dogs are super intelligent and they run around the house trying to chase the thunder and barking at it. Sorry, I had to make a joke. Otherwise, I'm just going to cry the whole time, and that can't happen. I just know that in my heart, I have to make this. I know that I have to give this to you guys, and I know that I have to close this chapter on my life. And in order to move forward, this video is just necessary. And I don't feel like I or John owe any explanation to anybody at all. I'm not about to drag our dirty laundry out on social media, on YouTube, whatsoever. So I don't feel as though we owe any explanation as to what's going on and why things are happening. But at the same time, I do owe my subscribers who have loved me and supported me an explanation as to why I have been so absent for so long. Because in reality, I have slacked on YouTube for a good year at this point. And so if you guys have not seen John and I's Instagram or my Twitter, we did announce that we are divorcing. I know that there are so many people out there who are wondering why this is happening, what the hell is going on. There's so many sweet people that are so heartbroken. The amount of emails I have gotten and comments, I mean, there's like over 40,000 comments on that photo that I posted, and all of them, for the most part, are just kind, supportive, broken-hearted comments, and it just makes me so sad. Like, I had to stop looking at them because it was just like breaking my heart, because I know what you guys saw John and I as, and that kills me, because you never know ever, and I've always been the first one to say this, you never know what's going on behind the camera, whether it's a relationship or it's just someone battling day-to-day stuff, you know, or like anxiety or depression, like whatever it may be. Like, people are good at putting on a happy face for an hour and and then turning off the camera, and John and I were the masters at that. You know, because at the end of the day, John and I loved each other very much. I mean, like, I love John so much. I was so in love with him. I still love him. I've cared for him so deeply. Like, oh my God, I would have got hit by a bus for John. And I will care for him, and I will love him for the rest of my life. And I can only speak on my behalf because John is not here to talk for himself. I know it sounds weird, but like, truly, we still talk. I still love him. We actually still joke around. John and I have great humor. John and I make great friends. Like, John and I can sit down together, even going through a divorce, and laugh and make jokes about it and like be silly. Like, as a friend, like, we work so well. But as husband and wife and as partners in life, it's not there. It does not work. John and I have never made good husband and wife. We've never made good partners. We've always made good friends. And like, we've always been good like buddies, you know, like, and it sucks. And after almost 9 years of marriage, it just got to a point where it's like we had to finally like face the music and look at what this was and actually address it head on and be like, it can't go on, you know, it can't. And there's so many people out there, you know, who have left comments and tweeted me being like, you know, can't you just give it one more shot? Can't you make your marriage work? Have you tried everything? I mean, like, do you guys think that me and John just decided like 2 months ago, like, oh, let's get a divorce? That sounds like the perfect thing to do right now. Like, John and I have had problems our entire marriage, and we have been very upfront about our problems, but we have always worked at overcoming them. We've always worked at being bigger than our problems and loving each other harder than our problems, and it just got to a point where it was exhausting, and it's like I was like bled dry, and it's like there's nothing left to give, because it's just like we're going through couples counseling and just so much therapy and like just trying so hard to make the other person happy, and we were just fighting all the time, and it was just resulting in just anger and bitterness, and it was just getting ugly. And it's like, it's like one of those questions where it's like, at what point do you have to give up your happiness for somebody else's? I believe that no one should have to do that unless that's for your child. Unless you're giving up your happiness for the love of your child, you shouldn't have to do that for your husband. You shouldn't have to do that for your wife. You know, you shouldn't have to let yourself go. You shouldn't have to change who you are to make somebody else happy. It's not fair. And all I want is for John to find an incredible woman one day who's going to love him and treat him so well and just give him the world. That woman isn't me. And it sucks to admit that. And it's been really hard and humbling, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. And even if I don't know that reason, I have learned so many lessons through this process. Oh God, I don't want my tears to drip. Hold on. And I know that so many people out there are speculating, like, what really happened? What's the juicy gossip? What did John do? What did Jaclyn do? And it's like, someone tweeted me and said, I need to know the truth of what's going on between Jaclyn and John so I can decide whose side that I'm on. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, is this real life? Like, we're choosing sides in divorce? Like, when I see people announce on social media they're divorcing, that never comes to my head, like, oh, whose side am I on? What did they do? Like, no, like, sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes no matter how much you love somebody, it doesn't work. It sucks. But, like, I remember when I was young, people would always say, like, oh, you're getting married because you're young and in love? Well, love doesn't pay the bills, sweetie. And I was like, screw you. You have no idea. You've obviously never been in love like me. But at 27 years old and after 8.5 years of marriage, I can say I actually understand what they're saying. Like, it doesn't matter how much you love someone. Like, you have to be good partners in life. You have to make good teammates. You have to be able to communicate properly. You have to be able to meet in the middle. You have to be able to compromise and have understanding towards one another. I will always love John. I will always care for him. I hope that he is always a part of my family. I hope that he is always an uncle to my nieces and my nephew. I just have to say overall that number one, I am sorry for my absence. I am sorry for slacking so much on YouTube for the past year, give or take. It has been a hard year, to say the least. There has been so much going on. I mean, not only did John and I move into this house together, we've had so many issues, and we've been going to couples counseling and therapy and trying so much, and just like things were just getting worse and worse and uglier and uglier. And trying to get on camera and like show a happy face, even just like blending out my eyeshadow was hard to do because I just felt like I just wanted to like word vomit and just be like, John and I are unhappy. This sucks. Like, these pictures that we're posting, like, we look so happy, but it's not real. Like, we're actually fighting and we're miserable and we're trying so hard to make this work, but it sucks. And like, we're miserable. Like, I wanted to be able to say those things, but I couldn't. And I just felt like, like just disgusted with myself. And it's just, I don't know, like, I did not want to let you guys down. I know it sounds so stupid because, like, this is my marriage and my life and my happiness, and I deserve my happiness, and John deserves his happiness. But I carry a lot of guilt. I wanted to be able to give you guys something to believe in forever. I know it sounds so stupid, but you guys encouraged me to stick out my marriage for as long as I possibly could because I just wanted to be that for you. I wanted to be that positive role model as a marriage because I honestly don't have a marriage that I look up to, that I'm like, wow, that's what I want to be. Like, my parents are divorced, you know? I don't know a marriage that's been together for a really, really long time who's been through hell and back, you know? And still kicking it. So I wanted to be that so bad, and I'm sorry that me and John couldn't be that for you, but out of my love for John and out of my love for myself, I had to let him go. And I actually am right now very happy with this decision. I know that that's probably hard for you guys to hear, but I have been mourning the loss of this marriage for so long. I have been so heartbroken. I have cried myself to sleep so many nights. I mean, over the holidays, I was just every single night going to bed by myself, just bawling my eyes out. It was terrible, and no one knew. You know, I'm like throwing a holiday party with my friends and family and putting on like the best face that I possibly can, just like, please, like, let this work. By the way, I'm not asking anybody to feel bad for me. I'm just trying to tell you guys where I'm at. I actually don't want anybody to feel bad for me. I don't want anyone to be like, oh, that's so sad, because this is just real life. It happens. Breakups happen. Divorce happens. It sucks. But going through it, it's harder than like what you actually imagine, you know. It's been really hard, but I am a big girl. John is a big boy. I will be fine. He will be fine. And I'm finally at that point right now where like I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and even though I've always known that this is what's best, right now I'm starting to finally feel like, yeah, this is what's best. And I just keep telling myself, sometimes the hardest decisions are the best ones. Sometimes you just gotta grab your lady balls and do what needs to be done, you know? Love yourself enough to be happy, even though it sucks for a while. It sucks ass. Even though I have been so emotional filming this video, this has been so hard knowing that so many people are gonna watch this, so many strangers, and knowing that so many sweet, kind people who just love and support me and have supported our marriage are gonna watch this and be sad, and all those thousands of comments I've seen online that just break my heart. Like, it makes me so emotional. But I don't want you guys to think that I'm not gonna be okay. I don't want you guys to think that this is gonna break me, because I can get through anything. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because I believe in myself, and I want you guys to believe in yourself. And I want you to know that the most important thing at the end of the day is the love that you have for yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. And it doesn't matter how cheesy that sounds. You have to love yourself enough to allow yourself to be happy. And sometimes you have to let people go, no matter how much you love them, or no matter how much you're just like addicted to them, or how comfortable they are. You know, it's like sometimes you have to love yourself enough to let that go, even if it means you cry yourself to sleep for 6 months or a year. Like, it sucks, but I am getting to a place where I am feeling confident and I am feeling better, and things are going to be okay. I will forever love John. He is going to be one of the top most important people in my heart, hopefully forever. I love him so much and I care for him so deeply, and I just want nothing but happiness. That's all I have to say. I just want to end this on a more positive note, because I don't want you guys to leave this video thinking like, oh my gosh, she's so broken and this is so terrible, because I was broken. But that's why I didn't make this video 6 months ago. I wanted to wait until I was at a better part of my life, where I was at a better point in this situation, you know, where I could actually be strong for you guys. I'm so grateful for you guys, and thank you even when you didn't know what was going on in my life, for still supporting me. You have no idea how many comments I got and how many tweets I got from people just saying like, I don't know what's going on in your life, Jaclyn, but you've been absent so much recently. You haven't been on Snapchat as much. You haven't been on social media as much. You've barely been filming. And I just want to send my love and support and tell you that you're amazing and I miss you. And you have no idea. I would read those comments and just get so emotional, because I'm like, oh my God, like, you guys have no idea how many screenshots I have in my phone of just supportive, kind comments and tweets, because it's just like, I needed that so bad, and you had no idea that I actually needed it. And you had no idea the impact that your kind words had on me. So thank you for being there for me, even when you didn't even know what was going on. It means the world. So, yeah. All right. That's it, you guys. I have nothing else to say. Wow. I will probably be deleting this video after a period of time, just because I don't want this to sit on the internet forever and just like bake and sit there. And I don't want this to define me. I don't want this to define John. And that's it. All right. I love you guys, and thank you, and I will see you in my next video.